All right, up next is the Zona Sun Gods, Team 11, or 11th overall pick. He went out of the gates with Mendenhall, Rogers, Adai, Gates, and Harbin. First 5 picks. What do you think about that?
Showed Mendenhall at 11, I think, is an awesome pick. He's a solid running back. He's going to touch the ball in a run-first offense. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, it depends on how you value your quarterbacks. I don't value quarterbacks that much. Would you have taken Aaron Rodgers in the second round?
I wouldn't have. I mean, because, again, you can get so much value. Like, some great quarterbacks went super late. Aaron Rodgers got a good year, but, is Aaron Rodgers going to have that much better of a year than Matt Schaub? Matt Schaub went the 5th or whatever. Yeah, so I would say in that position, he took Aaron Rodgers essentially over Darren McFadden. So if you had Rashard Mendenhall and Darren McFadden, now you're looking at a completely different team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he can still get Matt Schaub.
I think he reached for Joseph Adai. I think he could have waited probably another 3 rounds to pick for Joseph Adai. I mean, he's average draft position 70. So, but I think he got a steal in Antonio Gates in the 4th. Arguably the best tight end in the league.
That's my thing that I question about the Rodgers pick. Okay, so if you take McFadden in the 2nd, and then instead of Adai, you're not taking Matt Schaub. So now you're looking at Mendenhall, McFadden, and Schaub.
You could have Phillip Rivers, who threw more touchdowns.
You could have Mendenhall. Yeah, so I'm not crazy about the Adai pick. Gates, I think, is I don't know if he's early, but
I think it's actually right around the right time for a top tight end.
All right.
Percy Harvin is a good pick. At 59, I don't know, but I mean, it's still a good pick. He's going to have D-Mac throwing the ball. It depends on if you believe in Donovan McNabb still. I don't like Steve Smith at 62.
Carolina.
Who the fuck's throwing the ball? Cam Newton can't throw the ball. Doesn't have accuracy.
Okay.
All right. Clausen, I don't know. The defense at 83 is way early. I do not like that. I don't know what's up with LaRod Stevens-Howland, but I thought he got hurt. But what do you think?
I'm not crazy about the Breston pick. I'm not crazy about the Cribs pick. No. Here's my question. I want to know, in terms of Percy Harvin, in terms of Steve Smith at 62, he could have had Manningham, Jones, Moss, Steve Johnson. Would you take any of those guys over
Steve Johnson? Smith? Yeah, I'd take Steve Johnson. I'd take a flyer on Julio Jones before I went. But they got quarterbacks. I mean, not that Fitzpatrick is a quarterback, but he's throwing him the goddamn ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't went with any of those guys. I went with Ryan Matthews before I went with Steve Smith. I'm just not big on Steve Smith. But since DeLome left, he hasn't had the same seasons.
Yeah, and he's getting older, and he's dealing with
not jumping 14 feet in the air to catch balls.
Yeah. So okay. And then you got the Giants D late, Colt McCoy, Chris Cooley, Doucette. I mean, those are kind of throwaway picks, but
yeah,
I think he did good getting the Giants that late. But
I mean, it's a defense. Chris Cooley's hurt. I don't like. I can't really go on this draft very well. I mean, he could have done so much more, in my opinion. The only thing, the Rashard Mendenhall pick and the Antonio Gates, Percy Harvin pick are my favorite picks in this whole draft.
I'm not crazy about the Harvin pick. So in terms of a grade, I'm going to give him a D.
I'm going to go C- on this one.
Because I'm not crazy. I like Mendenhall.
I just think you could have done so much more rather than get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's a great quarterback, but...
And at the end of the day, let me say this, just to kind of couch my D that I gave him. I think that we're looking a little bit more on what he could have done, and that's not fair to him. He does have some good players.
He does.
I would probably put it up to a C-. He could have done some other things, and we're kind of overanalyzing that, but yeah, I'll move it up to a C-.
The only reason I don't give him higher than a C- is because I think he picked the defense too early. He's got Howlings, who I think is hurt. I had to double check that. Josh Cribbs, who's not going to be doing a hell of a lot in that offense. Colt McCoy's in a Cleveland offense. Chris Cooley's hurt.
See, I think
guys got a lot of potential.
I think I hate the Adai pick, and that's what's throwing me for.
Yeah.
Because I love him early and I hate him late. Late, it just seems like he was just kind of reaching.
All right. So it's a D and a C-.